Hello and welcome. This is episode 16 of Alien Isolation, and we are getting very near the end. So I can't quite remember what there is left to do, but I think it might be possible to finish the game in this episode, or possibly the next episode. But we are in the habitation area at the moment. And we need to get to Seegson Communications. So, let's get into it. Now then, let's have our flamethrower ready. Now then, I think this is the door I couldn't get into a few episodes back because there were loads of people in the area that kept shooting at me. Was it here? It might have been here. I think it was. Okay. Doesn't look like we were missing out on much. Noisemaker version 3. Okay. Is this where I need to go? Oh, it wants me to go down there. Okay, I can't even open that anyway. That alien's gonna come back any second. Is there anywhere to hide? Wait, this is a dead end. Why did it... Why is it telling me to go there? Isn't that where I came from? Uh-oh. Okay, I was being a bit too reckless. I wonder if I can get to this button. Oop. Okay. I'm sure we were in the Lorenz System Spire in the last episode and it told us to come here. Okay, so we're back here at Seegson. I'm going to save here because I don't know why it sent me on that little wild goose chase, but in the previous episode, when I was about to get in the lift to come down here, the lift that leads into the room we're about to go in, it definitely said on my objectives thing, go to the habitation tower. And then as soon as we got there, it told us to come back here. So that is very frustrating. That's the lift over there. Oh, there's an android. We can sneak past him. Is he going to turn around this way? Hopefully not.
remember working too. Working together for a safer, better connected Sevastopol.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't have come down this lift in the first place if it wasn't telling me to do that, so that's very strange. Oh, really? Great. And I hadn't saved that entire time. Okay, so it was telling us then to find a way for the Torrens to dock, but surely we were already on that that mission. Okay. Oh. Not again. Damn. Well, I'm kind of stuck in a loop now then, so every time I go up the lift it's just going to be there and kill me. Oh shit. Oh, okay, it did go up. Good. No. See, in the last episode, I came down there, I turned to go into this lift, and then I double-checked this, and it said, find a way to the Solomon's habitation tower. Which is where I just came from. But now it's telling me to go this way to get there. Oh dear. Wow. Oops. Where is this bit? Oh, damn. That's not a good place to hide. Okay. There's too much banging about. I can't hear where the alien is. Doesn't seem to be coming in here. Okay. Now, I need to get my bearings a bit, because I can't remember where we are. Isn't this where we came back from the Anisadora? Yeah, it is. Why is it telling me to go this way? Is this thing just screwing me around? Okay. Maybe it wants me to go through this lift. Okay, well, let's just do it and see what happens. Oh! Okay, I know where I am now. This is the area that leads to, I think we used this area to get to the Apollo core. Okay, so what's it saying now? Find a way for the Torrens to dock. Solomon's habitation tower. So I am in the habitation tower, it wanted me to go here a different way. Okay, let's see if I can get through here. In fact, let's save.
I feel like death.
Interesting that it didn't say hostiles nearby when that guy stood literally just over there. Oh, there's no power here now. Okay. I'm guessing... it's not going to tell me where to go. Okay.
Gotta hate this place.
Okay. So, maybe this isn't the room I was thinking of, because we came from a door. I could have sworn there was a door there when we came here the first time. Unless this room just is the same layout as a room we were in previously. Oh yeah, I can't get in there, can I?
I'm sure I heard something.
Oh, he's seen me, I think. Oops. Well, if you shoot at me, you're going to get us both killed. That is a different room, I think. Okay. I was thinking it was the room that there was a vent we crawled through and we saw Samuels killing an android. And it was a room like that, and then there was a lift in the same place that we had to go through to get to the place where Samuels met his end. Okay. So we're...
Oh shit, what was that?
Oh, damn. Okay.
It's nothing.
We're not where I thought we were, but I think I've got my bearings now. Oh dear, this episode isn't going well, is it? Okay, I'm gonna sneak around here. And with any luck... Passcode required. Okay.
I feel like death.
Oh, I can cut that, but he will probably hear me. That transit's clearly broken, and that one doesn't seem to be functioning. Oops. Yeah, you go over there. Oh, I thought I saw something on here. Oh!
It's here! You brought it right to us! Don't take me, please.
Well, that's him out of the way. It's strange that it seemed like he'd stopped... Like, he seemed like he thought he'd seen something, whoops, and then he gave up looking for us, but then as soon as he got attacked, he said, "You brought it right to us," as if he knew I was here. That was weird. Yes, you've killed the person, go away now. I don't really want to be using the ion torch over there when the alien's stomping about. So I think we're just going to have to wait for it to go away. So we saved just over there, so if we do get killed, it's not the end of the world. But it would be convenient if it would just go up into the vents again. Now that that bloke's dead, it'll make it a lot easier for me to get through that door once the alien disappears. Come on, you can see there's no one here. Finally, right. I wonder if I should save now. Yeah, let's do that. Where's the vent that it goes up? Hostiles nearby. Well, we're gonna have to risk it. Now, if I walk, is it gonna hear me? Maybe shouldn't risk that, actually. I don't know if it'll hear this or not. Oops. Okay, what have we got here? Code for repair job. Hey Myers, my shift's over and I'm clocking off. If you turn up to the repair system in the next 3 hours, I won't be here, so the code you need is 1851. Okay. Tomorrow Together number 4. Together tomorrow, Seegson's journey into colonial space and official history. Oh yeah, okay. So, our synthetic future. With the guidance of key Seegson executive talent, Sevastopol has become an outpost of progress, a trade hub, a vibrant community, and the beating heart of the Seegson synthetic solution. Sevastopol is the primary off-planet site for the development, sales, and maintenance of Seegson androids. From Sevastopol's unique position in the cosmos, we can ship our range of working Joes wherever they're needed in colonial space within months, not years. Excuse me. Above and beyond our reliable and cost-efficient synthetics is Sevastopol's governing AI, Seegson's award-winning Apollo system. Through the hard work of our scientists and Seegson's bold investments, the station is now a showcase for economical and self-governing artificial human operations. Even now, our sales executives are overseeing the population of Apollo mainframes across colonial space. Just as we assured you throughout this journey, we made it tomorrow, and we made it together. Until we sold it to Wayland Yutani after it became an abysmal failure. But never mind.
This is Sinclair. You guys took too long down there. I had to power down this facility and take the last transit. We can't afford to keep the sanctuary wide open. All it'll take is one creature to get in, and all the supplies and weapons we've taken will come to jack shit. Me and mine are gonna sit this out till the rescue comes. I'm sorry, but when you started chasing after a shit that'll never come, you broke with the plan. Sinclair.
Damn it! Ooh. Okay, so we didn't hear the full thing of that audio either, did we? So 1851.
This is Sinclair. You guys took too long down there. I had to power down this facility and take the last transit. We can't afford to keep the sanctuary wide open. All it'll take is one creature to get in, and all the supplies and weapons we've taken will come to jack shit. Me and mine are gonna sit this out till the rescue comes. I'm sorry, but when you started chasing after a ship that'll never come, you broke with the plan. Sinclair out.
Oh, no, this isn't... Oh, I can just walk through the middle. Okay. I thought it was going to trip an alarm or something. What have we got here? A save point. Excellent. Reboot power systems. Now, should I save first? No, let's do this first. Well, I can hear something happening. Okay. Restore power to the Solomon's Habitation Tower Transit. Is that not what we just did? Okay, let's save. Oh, right, it's not going to turn on until we start moving through. Okay. Okay, well we obviously can't use that one. Why does it say restore power? I did restore power. Oh, wait. It's gonna make me do something in here, isn't it? Now, if I remember correctly, I think there's a nasty... Yeah. I was going to say, I think there's a nasty surprise in there. Now, how long is it going to be before the alien stops investigating? It took ages before. And it hadn't even heard anything that time. Oh, well, it might have heard that man walking about, I suppose, but it still seemed to investigate for a very long time after it had already killed him. At least it's not coming in here. Oh. Okay. Ah. Okay, I'm in a slightly safer location now. Let's put a sensor in there, and then we can pick that one up. Okay, so he's still moving about in there. Ooh, shotgun shells.
I got here when they were sealing the sanctuary. I don't know what I expected.
Oops.
Maybe they changed their mind and let me in. Maybe they'd shoot me dead. They shut the door in my face. I can hear movements from the floor below me. I haven't got long. Sinclair and his people have Sevastopol's food supplies and much of its weaponry. But I heard the voices of children too. I'd wondered where the children had gone. Perhaps they can keep these monsters from them. I hope they do.
Okay. Oh, it's coming. Come on, go away. Oops. It's interesting that it hasn't come into this room, though. Now this is an issue because not only do I need to get over there, I also need, once I press the button, I'm going to need to wait for the transit to arrive. Oh, he went up. Excellent. Right, let's save again. Okay, it's taken us quite a long time to achieve very little, but at least we're back on track now. Now then. If I hide here, then I'm fairly close to that when it arrives. With any luck, the alien will just stay up in the vents. Where are the vents? Oh, it's there. Right, so if it does drop down, it's going to drop down there. Okay. Well, that wasn't too bad.
Torrance to Ripley. Ripley, we're about to move into position for the auto-umbilical dock sequence. We'll be dark on comms until we've matched the decaying orbit of the station and are in position. We're just waiting on you to extend the towing platform clamps. I don't know how you sweet-talked me into this.
Okay, I can hear the alien in the vents, so it's either followed us or there's another one here. I think I'm losing my voice a bit. Now then, nothing over there. There's a Nostromo log in there by the looks of it. Solomon's Galleria. Okay, that doesn't open.
Pre-hypersleep health checks have been performed on the entire crew, including, after some persistence from the engineer's staff, the ship's cat. Everyone regular, present and correct. As set out in the report I've just logged with Mother. I have a little more work to do setting up my equipment and initializing systems, but otherwise, we're ready to go.
What's the cat called? Jonesy, I think. In Alien. Oh. That didn't sound good. Oh, okay. Well, it could have been worse. Now then. Save. Okay. Now then. So we're starting to fall into the, towards the gas giant. Oh god, what's that? Oh, that's a dead end. Oh. Okay. Well, that's not good.
Emergency.
Where did he go?
Non-evacuation point. Await your synthetic emergency order.
Oh, he's there. I don't want to ask you about anything. Least of all safety protocols. Oh, crap. I think it saw me. Maybe not. Although I do not want to be stuck here.
Stabilizer failure. Abandoned station. Abandoned station.
Oh, it went up. I think. Oh, hell. This is not a good hiding place. Go on, go back up. Where's he gone? I think he went up. Okay. Passcode required. Okay, so there's a thing to hide in there.
After evacuation, do not re-enter the station until advised to do so by the orbital emergency convener.
Oh, I will not be re-entering this station, don't worry about that. Okay. If the alien drops down now, I am absolutely screwed. Oh, there's somewhere to hide there. Okay. Oh, I could have just come through there. Damn. Oh, don't you dare. Whew, okay, that very rarely works, so that was lucky. How many times does it need to walk around the room and not find anything before it gives up? Go on, back into the vents. Excellent. Right. Now, where was I? Oh, we need a key card for that.
This is not a drill.
Okay. It's gonna drop down while I'm in this terminal, isn't it? Last stand. Mendonca. We rounded up everyone we could find and are camped out in the rec room. The security system we discussed is rigged up, but you won't be able to get in the old way. We caught a stranger sneaking in. After a couple of hours, he confessed who let him in, and we threw them both out. We've only got limited space and supplies here, and we've got to control who gets in. If they want in, they've got to bring something to the table.
Enter the station until advised to do so by the orbital emergency convener.
Yeah. What you need is in the usual place. I don't want to say here, but you'll know what I mean. I changed the code to 1984. Use what you find there. Of course, you'll need to make sure you've got the supplies you promised us, but we'll check you upon entrance. I'm sure you've got what we need. After all, I vouched for you. Don't make me regret it. Jake. Okay, shut out. Is anyone there? It's Denver. I'm back with the supplies, but I'm locked out and nobody's answering. What happened? Was there an attack? It's getting worse out here. You have to let me back inside now. My wife is in there. She'll tell you who I am. I have the supplies. Someone please answer me. Oh dear. Okay, so there's nothing on here.
Please attend your
Nothing else on here, sorry.
point and wait for your synthetic emergency warden.
Now, we're going to need... hang on, what's the... ethanol? Oh, so that needs ethanol. Right, so we can put one in there, and then grab that. That bloody alien's going to appear again, isn't it, when I'm trying to do this code? I'd love to abandon the station, but unfortunately it's not going well. About time. Okay. Now then, what was the code? 1984? Ah, flamer fuel. Excellent. I should have hid, that's going to attract attention. Okay. Okay, well, we're in. I'm not sure where we're in, but we're in. Oh, right, there's 2 ways to go. Now then. This looks locked. Oh. I seem to remember this bit being a bit of a pain because there's a lot of long corridors like this where there isn't really anywhere to hide. No, we can't get in there. We can't get in there.
Evacuate station. This is not a drill.
Okay, that's all empty. Empty. Okay. Now. Ah, right. Save point. Excellent. Okay. Ah, good. Okay, so the time between those 2 save points was quite a while, so I'm glad we've managed to save without being killed. Okay, so we have to go through here to get into that room there. And then, if I remember correctly, we do something in here that attracts some attention, I think.
Emergency. Please attend your assigned evacuation
Keycard required.
Your synthetic emergency warden.
More flamethrower fuel. Okay. Ah, yes. Now then. Oh shit. Too slow. Okay, well that was a bit frustrating because I was in the I was checking one of those cabinets and I couldn't turn in time. But never mind, we know it's there now, so we can be ready for it this time. Now, what did we actually need to do in here? Oh yeah, we needed a key card for that, and then that didn't have enough power to do whatever it needs to do.
Emergency. Please attend your assigned evacuation point and wait for your synthetic emergency warning.
Oh, there isn't really anywhere to hide here. Okay, I think we got away with that. Now. Empty, empty. Oh, he's got the key card.
If you're listening to this, and you're on the team, we've sealed the habitation sanctuary. There's one way in, one way out. I've still got raiding parties heading out to loot supplies and weapons, but it looks like we shut it off just in time. The Seeks and Synthetics have started moving away from their stations. I've seen a trail of strangled bodies in public areas. So, be aware. Oh, and if you're listening to this and you're not on the team, don't come find us. We will shoot.
Uh-oh. Oh, this was not a good place to hide. I'm not sure if it even came into the room. Damn. Okay, it's walking around out there, but it's not coming into the vent. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna get out of there. There's not really anywhere to hide in here. Oh, that door's open now as well. Oh, damn. Actually, that's not good. Damn. Yeah, that was not clever. I thought I could make it round behind the pool table, but... Oh, it's not a pool table, it's an air hockey table. Now then. Does it always see you when you do this? See, it didn't see us there, but it did come running. Oh, I should have... Oh, that's not even... Damn. Oh, I don't want to be near that window. What was that? Scrap. Where is it? I'm gonna save. I might regret this. Oh, it's just through there. Okay. So that generator still wasn't working, so there's something else we have to do. Oh, come on. Oof, got lucky there. Okay. So there's something we have to do somewhere else in order to get that to turn on. I should have been paying more attention. I don't know if it went down there or if it went back through the other corridor. Oh no, there he is. Okay, while he's in there, I am going to sneak around here. Oh, damn. Well, that's frustrating. I should have moved while I had the chance. No, go in the other room again. Come on. Turn around. That's it, yes. Oh. Yes, go in there, right. Oh, he's gone up into the vents anyway. Okay. Now this bit can be a real pain because if it turns up in these corridors, there's nowhere to hide. And if it drops down into one of the rooms, it can see me through the windows. Oop. Might have gotten away with that. This is open now. Good. So there's another save point there. Okay, and since we've saved, I'm just going to be a little bit reckless. Because there was a bit back here that we didn't go through. I've got a feeling it was probably just a dead end, but... unless it's where we're ultimately trying to get to. Ah, shotgun shells. Okay, so... it is a dead end. But we got some shotgun shells, so that's pretty good.
Emergency. Please attend your assigned evacuation point and wait for your synthetic emergency warning.
Okay. Back to being relatively sensible. Oh shit. Did it see me? apparently not. Well, that was lucky. Where is it now? Oh, down.
Stabilizer failure. Abandon station. Abandon station.
Oh, crap. Well, that's not good. So that generator in the other room we didn't actually need. But now we do. That's why we couldn't use it before. So I need to get all the way back. Oh, oops. Oh, damn. Okay, let's just make a bit of a break for it. I can't see a thing. Uh-oh. Okay, so it saw me in there. But luckily, it was running around to the vent, so it didn't see where I went. With any luck, it'll assume I run out that way, and it'll bugger off. Yes, go through there. Excellent. Okay, that worked out pretty well. Uh-oh. Well, damn. Where did I last save? Now, when we did this before, the alien jumped through a window there. I wonder if that's a scripted thing. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Maybe I can set some sort of trap.
Emergency. Please attend your assigned evacuation point and wait for your synthetic emergency.
Okay, if I put a Molotov there... Oh, he triggered it. Damn. Oh, that's annoying. He triggered it when I was... that scripted thing triggered it. Triggered my trap. Okay, I'm just gonna go and save. That was very lucky. Okay. Now, if I can just get through here without being seen. Let's save there. Oh damn, it dropped down. Blech. Damn. Well, I'm glad I saved there. I think this might be a good time for a noisemaker. Where is the noisemaker? There. Save that. Okay, this is going a lot better this time. We just need to get in here. Okay.
Russ will testament on some fuck we don't give a shit about.
Oh crap. I didn't see it.
Russ will testament on some fuck we don't give a shit about.
Oh, bonding agent. That wasn't there before.
My wife is dead. My children have been taken. I tried, but I couldn't stop them. They broke through our defenses. There's so much blood on my hands. This is for the rescue party. For Zeke's or I don't know. Whoever has to clean up this mess. We held out in here as long as we could. You didn't come fast enough. You fucked it. Just send in the Marines or blow this place up. Take these creatures back to hell.
Sevastopol, this is Diane Verlaine of the Torrens. I am attempting to dock on the tow platform below your spaceflight terminal. We can take survivors.
Okay, so that leads to the spaceflight terminal. What's around here? Just a dead end. Okay. Damn. Oh, it sounded like it had seen me. Okay. Spaceflight terminal. Now,
Evacuate station.
is this the area we were in right at the beginning? Or right near the beginning? Let's save before anything goes wrong. What? Oh. Ah! Yes. I think I know where I am. Yeah. So we want to go... I presume we want to go through that door over there, because we've never been able to open that before, so... Can I run in here? Did we ever get this open? No, we didn't. Aha. Okay. So that's another Nostromo log. There's a few that I know I've definitely missed because you have to go back to other areas that that we haven't gone back to. I decided not to go looking for them on this playthrough since I've done them all before anyway. Maybe I should have done it on this Let's Play, but it seemed like it would take too long. Let's... Oops. Put parts in for that. Okay.
This is Dallas. I'm about to broadcast the Nostromo report packet back to the Sol system before we hit the pods. Nearest open relay station looks to be Sevastopol. All things being well, you'll hear from us once we reach the edge of Sol. Don't miss us too much. Dallas out.
Okay. Haha. Let's just save before anything goes wrong.
Verlaine, can you hear me? Are you close enough for radio contact? I'm here!
Ripley, thank God, I hear you. I need you to extend the dog crate on the lens quickly. There are two. Should be close by.
Oh, this looks a lot like the communications place that we were in before. Okay, what's that? One of those not really dead ones. Okay. Orbital stabilizers. Okay. Okay. Disruption to orbital stabilizers has been confirmed. Orbital stabilizers array backups are offline. Systems waiting for orbital emergency conveyor response. Okay. Oh. Must be something else I need to do first. Restore power. Okay, how do I restore power? I did that. That's locked. None of those do anything. Okay, restore power. Where do the cables go? Aha. Okay. This looks promising. There we go. Okay. So the utility thing on this should now do something. There we go.
Verlaine, the docking clamps are engaging.
Okay, now find the control room.
And what? Ah. No, was there a... Can we get back to that save point? Hostiles nearby. Oh well. Take our chances. Okay. Okay, I don't want to go down there. Okay. Flamethrower fuel. Good. Save again.
Relay! There is no personnel umbilical. It's long gone.
What?
Wait. I think I can use the maintenance rig instead. If I can find an EVA suit, I can still get to you.
Be careful, Ripley.
Okay, well there were suits back downstairs. Okay, so we just have to do something with this terminal, I guess.
This better work.
I can now confirm that all Sevastopol systems are operational and our KG-348 orbit is no longer degenerative. My thanks to the tow team. We're open for business. Good luck, everyone. Huh. Well, that's clearly out of date. Maintenance rig. That's what she said.
That's it.
Get to the airlock. Okay. Well, that sounds easy enough. Oh, that's a shame. Whoop. Okay. Slight complication. Sounded like it went up into a vent. Okay. Oh, just dropped down. I can't tell where it is. Oh. Hang on. I think there's two of them. His tail's on fire. Does that not hurt? Well, I hope it does. Okay. Oop. Okay, so one just dropped down over there somewhere. I can't see where the... Ah. There's one there. I wonder if I can... Maybe I should try and make it through the vents. I'm reluctant to use the vents because if the alien comes into them, there's not a lot I can do to get away. Let's... and of course it comes straight down this side. Oh, it's gone back up. Might just make a break for it. That wasn't too bad. Okay. Save point? Oh, there. Okay. Oh, damn. What? Did it? Oh. Oh. Really? It pretended it hadn't seen me and then it had. Okay, so rather than waiting for them to go away, I'm just gonna get straight into the suit. Does it matter which one? Yes, it has to be that one. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. So that's interesting. How long were we? Oops. How long were we unconscious for? And oh, here we go. If all these eggs have opened, how do we know we haven't been infected? Okay. I think we're very close to the end, so I think this will just have to be a kind of a long episode. No, my shotgun doesn't shoot fast enough. Okay. Now, where's it going to put me? Oh, right, okay, this is a checkpoint. Now, Maybe we'll use the flamethrower. What? Where even was that? Ah, dear. Right, okay. Okay. That was strange. Surely he was looking directly at me. Is that meant to be a subtle hint that perhaps we're now a host? So they don't want to kill me. Uh-oh. Oof. Okay. Well, that wasn't great. Well, we don't seem to be too wounded, so that's okay. Do I want to go down there? Or do I want to go... Oh wait, that's where it just came from, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Got a bit turned around there. So we don't really know where we are right now. Okay. Whoa.
Jesus!
Okay.
Just let me make it through here.
I guess those are the transport things that we've been moving around the ship on. I always thought they were more like little shuttles that went outside the ship, but obviously not. Whoa! That was close. Okay.
Too close.
Now then. Are these on a particular timer? Oh. Okay. That seemed like it might have been a scripted thing rather than on a timer. Oh. Well, in any case, let's not hang around. Okay. Do I want to go in there or do I want to go up here? Well, that's a dead end, so I guess I want to go in here. Oh, crap. Oh crap, my things run out. Oh, there's another one there. Can they get to where I am? Not having much luck with lifts. Oh, oops. Okay, why does she keep climbing up? What am I meant to do here? Oh, okay. For some reason she just kept getting off the ladder. Oop. Well, that was lucky. Oh. That's very annoying. Oh, we're here. Well, that's lucky.
We're being dragged down to Sevastopol. The gravitational pull has twisted the ring and we can't get free from the station.
What do you need me to do?
Get up the airlock and EVA over to the maintenance platform. There are explosive bolts on the emergency release. Hurry! Sevastopol is going fast.
Won't let you down.
Okay. Well. I guess we have to use the other suit. Okay, here we go. Do the thing, get to the Torrens, and then escape safely. Pretty nice view if we weren't almost immediately about to die. It would be a very nice view. But Now then, I seem to be tilted to the side, so I don't know if Ripley's meant to have wounded her leg or something, or if it's just because the ship is going down. Now then. Oh, right. Whee!
I'm here, Verlaine. There should be 2 priming mechanisms to unlock the manual release. I see them.
Okay, keycard. Oh, okay. Use keycard. Wow. Oh, there's another planet over there. Oh, that's probably a moon of the gas giant. Yeah, and another one there. Oh, that's cool. Keycard access. Ah, okay.
Ripley, are you still there?
So... Oh. Okay, 2 down. There we go. Oh dear. Okay, so we've blasted ourselves away from the station. Well, that's the end of Sevastopol. And hopefully the aliens.
Verlaine, I'm on my way up to the bridge.
Now, the Torrens. It's been a while. In fact, it's been a very long time. We haven't been here since episode 1. We don't really need to explore, do we? That was weird. Okay.
Verlaine?
Ooh. Okay, so we've ejected out of the airlock. And that's the end. Well, that was cool. So we don't know if any of those eggs hatched while we were unconscious. So I don't know if you're supposed to just assume that they didn't and that she was fine, but it seems like possibly she might have been impregnated at that point. And then I suppose we can assume Verlaine was somehow either killed by an alien or one of the facehuggers got on board. So presumably she's dead, unfortunately. And yeah, interesting ending, because Amanda's floating in space, so she's still alive, and the light going over the helmet kind of implied that another ship had arrived. Or I suppose it could be the Torrens. Maybe Verlaine was still alive and had just hidden from the alien. But we don't really know. Unless I don't think there's anything after the credits, I can't remember now. But there's definitely potential for a sequel, which would be nice. I don't know if there ever will be, but because it's been a while now. But it'd be great if they did make a sequel. So we'll just wait for the credits and see if there's any. Oh, I can skip them. Good. Okay. Okay. Yeah. There's nothing after the credits. I didn't think there was. Well, there we go. That's Alien Isolation Nightmare Mode. I hope you've enjoyed this series. I tend to take a fairly calm, relaxed approach to this sort of thing, so I don't know if that makes it easier to watch. Feel free to leave a comment if you want to see more of the same or more of any similar games, and please give me a like and a subscribe if you've enjoyed this. And I'll see you next time.